You can unmute and chant the verse.
Ugram Viryam Mahavishnu Jalandam Sarvadomukam Narasimham Vishanam Bhadram Murtyo Namamiham.
All others, please also chant, unmute.
Ugram Veeram Mahavishnum Jwalantam Sarvatomukham Narsinga Bhishanam Bhadram Mrityam Namamyaham.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wonderful. Basanta Mataji.
Prabhuji, I don't know that sloka. I'm just following. I don't know that by heart.
It's on the screen.
Okay, wait.
That's why we gave it on the screen.
Okay. I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing this gallery. 1 second. Prabhuji.
How come? You're not all of you are seeing my screen? What did you see on my screen?
We can see it, Ugram Viryam.
Can see.
Second. Something is wrong on my side. I'm doing it from the tab and I'm seeing the gallery only.
I can sing Prabhuji. Ugram Viram Mahavishnu Jwalantom Swarato Sarvato Mukham Narsim Vishnam Bhadram Mrutyam Namamaham.
Ugram Veeram Mahavishnum Jwalantam Sarvatomukham Narasimham Bhishanam Bhadram Mrityam Namamyaham.
Perfect. Thank you. That gives me a lot of pleasure and it also connects us that we're there all together here. Ashish Prabhu, we're missing your sweet voice and your video.
Yes, Prabhu. Ugram Virang Mahavishnu Jalantam Sarvatomukham Narasingham Vishanam Bhadram Mittu Namami Aham.
Nice. That's a Bengali tone. Like that.
Hari bol, Prabhu.
Like that. Perfect. Okay, so this is our small discussion. We'll speak for half an hour. We'll give you a chance to speak something on the glories of Lord Narasimhadev on this upcoming auspicious day of Lord Narasimhadev's appearance day. In that observance, we are all meditating on Lord Narasimhadev's pastimes, Shri Prahlad Maharaj pastimes, and Shriman Hiranyakashipu's pastimes. Because of Shriman Hiranyakashipu, his austerity of leaving the Vaikuntha planet, coming to the earthly planet, playing the role of an enemy of the Lord. We all had the opportunity to have darshan of Lord Narasimhadev, and we have the opportunity to sing the glories of Lord Narasimhadev and Prahlad Maharaj. So we are extremely grateful to Shriman Hiranyakashipu also. Sometime I'm sure you have all seen many Bollywood movies. Actor is very much appreciated. But most of the time, movie becomes a hit because the villain did a great job. Villain did a greater job than the actor. Just other day, somehow, in my childhood, we just used to watch all these Hindi movies, and Prem Chopra was one of the villain in many of those movies. I don't know how many of you were around that time, Prem Chopra. And just like few days ago, somehow in one of the YouTube, I was going through, and he came to some of the festival, and he's like, I think close to 85, 90-year-old. And I was amazed to see. I said, I don't recognize you, Prem Chopra. I saw you as a villain. And now you're such a humble soul, 90-year with wrinkled, well, not so much wrinkled. He's a Bollywood person, but yeah. So, Lord Nrsimhadev, I'm sure you heard this yesterday also, but I thought we will start with this verse. This is a very celebrated verse in Canto 7, Chapter 8. When Prahlad Maharaj was challenged by his dad, Hiranyakashipu, that you are so much devoted to Lord Vishnu. And Hiranyakashipu felt very much insulted by his son, especially insulted because his son started preaching to his schoolmates about the glories of the 9 devotional services, glories of Lord Vishnu, glories of devotional service, Lord Vishnu. So that to hit for Hiranyakashipu, that meant that his whole future generation will be spoiled. Future generation of his kingdom of Hiranyakashipu, which he wanted his future generations, his disciples, his followers, his families, his king, his citizens to be follower of him, Hiranyakashipu, the supreme person of that time, not the followers of Vishnu. But when he noticed that Prahlad is teaching to all these future generations the glories of devotional services to Lord Vishnu, Shriman Hiranyakashipu was very, very upset. And he was ready to kill Prahlad. He tried in many ways, you heard before, and now he's ready to kill him personally by taking his sword. And that's when he challenged Prahlad that let me see if your Vishnu can protect you from my sword. And you tell me that your Vishnu is everywhere, it is in this pillar. So Prahlad Maharaj, our Acharya explains, Prahlad Maharaj actually saw form of Lord Vishnu, Nrsimhadev, in that pillar, who as it is. And with that tremendous amount of confidence, because he saw it, he spoke the truth. He said, yes, my Lord is in this pillar. So Hiranyakashipu, with his sword, he destroyed that pillar, and we see Nrsimhadev form appearing from the pillar. This verse is spoken, Satyam Vidhatum Nijbritya Bhashitam. Nijbritya. Nijbritya mean those who are very, very dear to your heart. Your sons and your daughters and your very dear servants and your family members, your uncles and aunties and your followers, your disciples, those are Nij Bhritya. Satyam Vidhatam Nij Vritya Bhashitam. So those Bhashitam mean the words, the promises of the Nij Vritya. Prahlad Maharaj promised his dad that in this pillar his Lord resides, Narasimhadev is there, to come to make those words come true of Prahlad Maharaj. Satyam Vidhatum, means the words come true. Whose words? Nij Bhrita, those who are dear to the Lord. Vyapitam cha bhutesh, akhileshu chatmanaha, adrishya adbhut rupam. He took adbhut rupam, udbhan. He took that form of very adbhut. Adbhut, how's that? Adbhut, na mrigam, na manusham. Is not, it doesn't look like an animal, mrigam, or it doesn't look like as human being either. Sthambe sabhyam. He situated himself inside that pillar, stambhe. And he did that just to prove that the words of his Nich Bhritya, Prahlad Maharaj, must come true. Nobody in all generations come, in all the universes, nobody should say that Prahlad said that, yes, my Lord is present in the pillar and I was not there. This would be insult, disrespect to my devotee. Lord did not want that to happen. So he appeared himself. So this Nij Bhritya, one is Prahlad Maharaj, who's there are other devotees involved as Nij Bhritya, whose words also came true because of Lord Nrsimhadev's appearance. Would you like to share? Who would like to share? Who else other than Prahlad Maharaj here Nij Bhritya points to? Please share. Unmute yourself and speak.
Amaram, is that two teacher?
How is that? Amra and Chandaka, how is that their words came true? I'll give you a hint.
All they came from the Swarga.
Yeah.
All Devta came to pray, to see that he is there, and they were so happy that God appears.
Yeah, yes. What I'm asking is this Nij Bhrita, those who are very close, who promised on behalf of Lord Vishnu, Lord Nrsimhadev, who promised that Lord Nrsimhadev will appear, that Prahlad will be protected.
Narad Muni?
Yes, one is Narad Muni. And when did he do that? What the words he gave to who? Narad Muni, when Prahlad Maharaj was in the womb of Mother Kayadu, Indradev and other demigods, they kidnapped Mother Kayadu and they wanted to kill Prahlad Maharaj because they thought Hiranyakashipu, his dad, we can't handle. But if this another demon appears, it will be difficult. So Narad stopped all the demigods. that you must not kill this child in the womb of Kayadu because he's Prahlad. He will be the game changer. And he will be the protector of the Dharma. So Narad Muni had given words to the demigods that if you let go and don't kill Prahlad, you will see that he will pleases you, all the demigods. He will do things by which you will be liberated. And obviously, all the demigods were so happy and felt at peace when Lord Nrsimhadev appeared. So that one other devotee was Nrsimhadev, yes. Who else? Lord Brahma also, Lord Brahmaji gave boons to Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyakashipu had boons from Lord Brahmaji that I must not be killed by a human being, by the demigods, by the animals, by the shastras, the astras, by inside, outside, day and night. So Brahmaji gave words to Hiranyakashipu, and Lord Nrsimhadev also appeared as a Nij Bhritya. Brahmaji is also Nij Bhritya of Lord Nrsimhadev. So to have his Brahmaji words come true, Lord Nrsimhadev appeared. Because Lord Nrsimhadev did not want to minimize the position and the words of Lord Brahmaji. And Lord Brahmaji has given words to somebody, and that's not happening. No, it is happening. It's happening exactly how it was promised by Lord Brahmaji to Hiranyakashipu. So Lord Brahmaji is also Nij Bhritya of Lord Nrsimhadev. So some of these personalities. Anybody would like to add anything there? So this is Lord Nrsimhadev appearance. And then in the following verses, you will see that whole Lord Nrsimhadev started his furious form as he looked like a half man, half lion, that we understand. And he took his club and attacked Lord. This is Hiranyakashipu. He attacked Lord like elephant. So these are verse number 23. If you go through the Bhagavatam, these are the verse numbers. Some of the verses we will cover here. Lord Vishnu has made this plan to kill me, but who can fight with me? So this Hiranyakashipu had this profound amount of pride that nobody can kill me. So even though he's seeing, he's bewildered by this form of half lion, half man appearing from the stamba. Even then, his pride is not crushed. What a personality, Hiranyakashipu. He's still thinking that, yes, I can see that Lord Vishnu has appeared. He has a mystical power. He is in very mystical form. But even then, he doesn't have capacity to kill me because I have so many boons from Lord Brahmaji. So his pride is still intact. Therefore, he's attacking. Hiranyakashipu is in full form attacking Lord Nrsimhadev with his club. And it's explained in those verses that Lord gave him a chance to slip from his hand. So they're fighting furiously, and Lord let it go. Srila Prabhupada writes It's like a lion playing with an elephant, Garuda playing with a snake. So sometime, Garuda can kill a snake in one shot. Garuda has much more power. He's very powerful. But just to prolong the play, just to have some more fun, Garuda let the snake go and then catch him again, and then let him go and then catch him again. Just make the play interesting. Lord Narasimhadev is doing the same thing with Hiranyakashipu, having more fun. For for Lord Narasimhadev, it's a fun. For Hiranyakashipu, it's death personification in front of him. He's fearful. Samacharya also explains that Lord Narasimhadev is delaying because he's waiting for the evening. Because that promise of Brahmaji, the words given to Hiranyakashipu from Brahmaji that he will not be killed during the daylight or the night. So it's that dusk time. I think right now it's coming up now. It's 7:30, 7:48 o'clock will be. So Lord Narasimhadev is waiting for many hours, playing with Hiranyakashipu for that time also. So the battle is going on. And because it's taking some time, Hiranyakashipu is thinking that the Lord was afraid. He attacked Lord with sword and shield, making a loud, shrill sound of laughter. The Lord captured him with the speed of a hawk. He moved everywhere with eyes closed due to fear. So these are the translation of the verses from Srimad Bhagavatam. And then Lord's mouth and mane sprinkled with blood, his eyes full of anger, licking the edge of his mouth with his tongue. He decorated with a garland of intestines. So he, at some point, that point of dusk time, and keeping his body in his lap, not on the earth, not in the sky, sitting on the porch at the entrance of the house, his palace. So he's not inside, outside. Not using any astra and shastra. He's using nails, nails are considered dead. I took apart the heart of Hiranyakashipu, put that heart on the side, took his intestine and make a garland, put around his neck. Yeah. Yeah, there the example is given that lion, just like a lion killed an elephant. Very angry, extremely angry. Why Hiranyakashipu? Why Narasimhadev, Lord Narasimhadev is so angry? Anybody would like to comment?
Because his devotee was getting tortured by Hiranyakashipu, so God doesn't like he doesn't like devotees get problem from some other people. He was
Very nice.
Especially Prahlad was a young boy, 5-year-old.
Yeah, that's a nice point. He's not even an adult. He's abused. It's a domestic violence case to the child abuse case to the height, to the max. That he's 4 or 5-year-old. He has no other protection. Dad is actually the best protection he could ever ask for, and he's abused by his own father. And it's also degree of that abuse. You know, sometimes abuse is one kind. Maybe not given good food, good home.
But this was torturing.
This is the height of the torture, that he was thrown off the hills in the oceans and trembled by elephants and snakes, and in the fire of Holika. Is the degree of torture was insane. So to that proportion, Lord Narasimhadev is angry that how much torture to this, how little my young boy is, and how much torture you have done. Hiranyakashipu, it's not just not desirable, it's not just not bearable, but it's just yeah, some words are not coming. It's
Not acceptable.
not acceptable. Good word. Something, it's sometimes we.
Or harassment.
Yeah, that's like that. That's legal language. I like that. Sometimes we get, I don't know, I personally get upset when I see that somebody's trying to do something and that's going to create a legacy. Either, even within devotee circle, we try to do something, some big thing, even some celebrations or this and that, but you can do that to such a level that you can create a lot of followers and it can create a legacy. And if that legacy will take you and the followers on the wrong track, then it upsets many, many saintly people. So here, Hiranyakashipu legacy will create many, many demoniac personalities in this world. Just to give some example, I don't know. I want to give some practical example. I'm thinking some husband, wife getting divorced. Just a very shrewd and gross example. But then they do it in such a way that they create a lot of fellowship. They convince other people that this is okay. This is fine. Not only fine, this is one of the best way to enjoy the world. And I'm not saying horses are not, they're not avoidable at all, but it to me it became like a somebody created legacy 30, 40 years ago. Even if we ask these old people in America who are 80, 90 years old today, they never heard a word divorce 50 years ago. It was maybe 2%. All this happened in last 40, 50 years, from 2% to 65%. Because some genius, some minds created this legacy that this is okay. Not okay, this is maybe a better way to enjoy. Not only a better way to enjoy, this is perfect to get out of some confusing lifestyle. And I'm sure that has upset many, many saintly hearted people in this world, that somebody created this legacy. Therefore, our dear Lord Narasimhadev is very, very angry because he understood that Hiranyakashipu has created a legacy. He has created millions and millions of other demonic people, especially with this example of abusing your own child to this level. And he's so upset that he's ready to take the intestine and put in his garland. He's giving a lessons to the world, and I'm very upset. Lord, through his heart, Lord, kill the demons who came to attack merely with the ends of his nails. Just with the nails, this Hiranyakashipu was killed. And then the verse, I don't have the verse here, but in the verse, Srimad Bhagavatam, you'll see, after killing him, Lord Narasimhadev sat on the throne of Hiranyakashipu. So Srila Vaishnav Chakravarti Thakur, our Acharya in the line of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, a great commentator on Srimad Bhagavatam, he writes that how is that so many sages in these universes, they worship Lord for years and years and years, and invite the Lord into their altars. But Lord does not come and sit on the altar of all these great yogis and sages. But here, Lord is sitting on the Singhasan of Hiranyakashipu. So Srila Vaishnav Chakravarti Thakur writes very beautifully. He says, Lord Narasimhadev, he knew, obviously he knew, that this Hiranyakashipu is my Jai Vijay from my Vaikuntha. He is actually constitutionally, originally my servant, my security guard in my Vaikuntha planet. He has done so much service for me. Not only that, when he made a small mistake and I told them to go and become my enemy, he agreed to become my enemy and play with me as a villain. So his services I will never forget. Therefore, in reciprocation to the service of Hiranyakashipu to Jai Vijay, I must now reward them by sitting on his throne. For Lord Hiranyakashipu also become that Nij. What was that word again?
Nijabhritya.
Nijbhritya. For him, Hiranyakashipu is also Nijbhritya. No difference. For Lord Brahmaji, Srila Narad Muniji, and Hiranyakashipu, and in that line, poor you and me are also Nijbritya. That's the beauty of the heart of, that's why he says, Suhridam. He is Suhridam in Bhagavad Gita. The word used.
Sarva. Sure. Yes.
Suhridam Sarvabhutanam. I am the most well-wishing. That's why Srila Prabhupada writes under his signature, your ever well-wisher, Suhridam. Not just friend, not just mitra, not just bandhu, but Suhridam. Suhridam means मैं आपका हृदय से मित्र हूं. That's it's much higher than bandhu and friendship and others. So, and then it's explained when Lord Narasimhadev appeared, his hair shook the clouds, his eyes stole the effulgence of luminaries, his breathing agitated the seas and oceans, he roared, made all elephants cry, his hair made airplanes to thrown into the outer space. All these airplanes, demigods are running around, they all thrown into outer space because his hair were touching the sky, hair of Lord Narasimhadev. His lotus feet made earth appear to slip, and all the mountains sprang. Effulgent sky and direction, diminished illumination. These are different verses from Srimad Bhagavatam. In this particular chapter, chapter 8, you can see. Just to, instead of going the verses, we're going through. And then these beautiful 16 verses, prayers by the demigods. It's amazing to see how all these demigods, Lord Brahmaji, Lord Shiva, Lord Indra, saintly personalities, Pitraloka, Siddhas, Vidyadharas, Nagas, Manus, and Prajapatis, Gandharvas, Charanas, Yakshas, Kimpurshas, Vaitalikas, Kinnaras, and Vishnu Parshads. They all came on the scene. It's explained that they all were hiding behind the clouds. And our Acharya explains that why they were hiding, because they, in other than Lord Shiva and Lord Brahmaji, most of others were, Hiranyakashipu stole the powers of all these other demigods. Not just stole the powers, but he made them come and serve Hiranyakashipu in different capacities. He actually became so powerful, he told the Indradev that, you are not the controller of the rains anymore. I will order the rains when I need. Same thing with Agnidev, same thing with other. He would order the oceans to do these different things. He would tell the plants and the flowers to give fruits all year long. So I was thinking it was something like now that you can get all fruits in all seasons. That's not natural. That's not organic. That's like Hiranyakashipu kingdom. You could get all fruits all year long. You could get the best weather 365 days a year. You don't have to go Hawaii. You go to Hiranyakashipu kingdom and you are in Hawaii. He became so powerful that he had full control over kind of three modes of natures, because those three modes of natures are controlled by all these demigods. Because he had controlled all the demigods and their powers, they were all hiding behind the clouds. Especially they hid even further down, because when they noticed that he's getting slipped from the hands of Lord Nrsimhadev, so they feared, demigods feared that, oh, what if he's not going to get killed by Lord Nrsimhadev? Then he's going to come and chastise us, that you guys were looking at this me getting died. You guys never came and saved me, so he's going to kill us. So they were hiding. But as soon as they saw that Lord Nrsimhadev has taken his heart out of his body, killed Hiranyakashipu by his sharp nails. Tavakar Kamalavare Nakham Adbhuta Shringham Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanu Bringam. His chest is taken apart by the chisel-like nails of Nrsimhadev. So when these demigods noticed that this is now the end of Hiranyakashipu, they all came behind these clouds, they all came outside, and they paid these prayers, beautiful prayers. Brahma said, Shiva said, your anger is for the end of the universe. Indra is saying this demon has taken our shares in sacrifice. Saints are saying austerities and penances is stopped by him. You reestablish it now. Pitraloka, because in Pitraloka, all these Pitras, they enjoy the Shraddha ceremonies. He stopped all the Shraddha ceremonies. So now Pitralokas, Pitras, the demigods of the Pitralokas, they're saying, oh, nice, now the Shraddha ceremonies will start again. Siddhas are saying, oh, we will get our mystic powers again. Vidyadharas are saying, we will get our powers of appearing, disappearing again. Nagas are saying, our jewels and wives were stolen. We will get them back now. Manus are saying, now we can establish the Varnashram Dharma. It was stopped by Hiranyakashipu. Prajapatis are saying, now we can create a progeny. Gandharvas are saying, now we can sing and dance. We were stopped because we were in prison. Charanas are saying, now eternally take shelter of lotus feet. And like that, these beautiful prayers. And at the very end, Vishnu Parshas are playing. Because Vishnu Parshas knew the story behind Jai and Vijay. So they're saying, he who Hiranyakashipu, is a Jai, cursed by Kumaras, your killing is very special mercy. You killed this Hiranyakashipu because you promise him, Jai, that you go to the earthly planet and become my enemy, and I will liberate you. I'll bring you back. So by killing him, you're bringing him back to Vaikuntha Loka as one of your partial. Therefore, it's very special mercy. So this is end of this this particular chapter 8. It's 750. We can see the last verse. I think that was the last verse, last 50, verse 56. The associates of Lord Vishnu Parshad, and Vaikuntha offered this prayer. O Lord, our supreme giver of shelter, today we have seen your wonderful form as Lord Nrsimhadev, meant for the good fortune of all the world. O Lord, we can understand that Hiranyakashipu was the same Jai who engaged in your service, but was cursed by Brahmanas and thus received the body of a demon. We understand that his having now been killed is your special mercy upon him. Tasya edam nidhanam anugriha vidmaha. Anugriha is your special mercy. Anugraha, for a special favor. We understand Vidmaha. Vishnu Parshads are saying, we understand that this is your special mercy, that you're liberating him by bringing him back to Vishnu Loka. So this ends Srila Prabhupada. Yeah, we discussed that. So this ends the Bhaktivedanta purports of the 7th canto, 8th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Lord Nrsimhadev slays the king of the demons. We have 8 minutes for little discussion, and then sharp 8 we will end. Anybody would like to share some reflections? Please do so.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you so much for wonderful class as usual. Like
Hare
beautiful
Krishna.
points, Prabhuji. You always give um, different points. Like I really like that. We always listen this katha and all that, but um, last year also you talk about Ramayana at home at our temple. About Bharat Maharaj, I remember that you have different points, different view. So it's really nice. Like Nija Bhritya, you talk about that, Narad Muni, and then Brahmaji, and even Hiranya Kashipu also, the Nija Bhritya of Narasimha Bhagwan. And then that point, I was just meditating. He was like Lord Narasimhadev was very angry because of that is like 5-year old boy, my devotee was getting abused. So in our life also, sometimes something is going wrong. So we should show the krodha for good purpose, like show the anger so that it will not be become a legacy for next people. Like they can do okay, whatever it is, we should do. Mostly in devotional service also, we can follow that. Like sometimes people think, oh, they are very strict for this. I remember I used to go for COVID time. I used to go for services to the temple. Very few devotees were coming. So Vinapani Mataji was there and she was correcting me for everything. So I was feeling so nice, like that, showing like somebody is senior is very strict, then we follow very proper way, right? Making garlands or cooking service or whatever, all the services, we learn the things. So that krodha is very important in our life, even home also, family life or temple devotional service, wherever, right? So it's really beautiful point you mentioned, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, Krodha is the two things with Krodha. One is it must be contained, must be controlled, Krodha.
Yeah.
It must be momentarily. See, if we're Krodha the whole day, whole week, we ruin our lives and we ruin everybody else's lives.
Yeah.
But if we get Krodha for 5 minutes in a day, nobody minds. People take in a good spirit. For a good reason, you chastise somebody for 5 minutes, but then you also say sorry after that.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have done differently. I'm sorry.
Mm.
Then Krodha becomes very beautiful ornament in the heart of the devotee.
True. Yeah. Lord Narasimhadev also, he was very angry. But when Prahlad Maharaj comes closer to him, and then he started leaking. So we should learn all these things from all the past times, right?
Yeah.
His krodha also pacified eventually.
Yeah.
Yes, we should not make that krodha like forever. We have to have that limit.
Yeah. They say, the expert people say that we should never sleep over a fight. If there is anything at home, you resolve it before you sleep. So if we had some krodha, if we said something, we must resolve it. Otherwise, Grihastha ashram become hellish.
Yeah.
It's and then we create a very bad legacy for the world to follow. So yeah.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Any other comment? We still have 3 minutes. We have Kavita, Ati, Priya Mataji, Ashish, my Bengali boy, and
कृष्ण बाबू दंडवत प्रणाम।
अपना नाम भी वहां बदल लिया करो ना, आप आशीष तो नहीं है।
हरि बोल प्रभु दंडवत प्रणाम।
धन्यवाद।
In connection with the Krodha also, Prabhu, for fighting in Mahabharat battle or any other battle, Krodha is very much required.
Yeah, but we don't want our family lives to be Mahabharat. So
No,
Mahabharat, in Mahabharat, so many things are okayed because Krishna is present. Throughout the Mahabharat battle, he's somewhere in the corner hiding, trying to protect Kauravas and Pandavas. But yeah, we don't. We have Krishna on our altar, but he's on the altar. So it's very sensitive, this thing, Krodha. So we must work supremely hard to not have Krodha, or at least learn the art of how to use it proportionally to the. See, sometimes there is small thing. Somebody's supposed to, turn off the TV and didn't turn off the TV. Somebody's supposed to, put their dirty clothes in the laundry and they didn't. These are small things. That doesn't mean we should just let go, but we can figure out some ways to without getting upset. But if there is somebody, driving while sleeping and pretending that I went to temple at 4 a.m., therefore I'm okay to sleep. That needs some krodha. That's some blackmailing. Somebody says that I went to temple at 4 and now I have to sleep on the wheel. I'm okay to go to office and sleep. That requires somebody getting angry and using some strong words to that person to correct him. So the proportional is the key. Many times, we become disproportional. In many of the things we do, small stuff, somebody came from office and he may be hungry, and out of hunger, he is not ready or she is not ready to talk for next half an hour. And we become so angry. We say, what do you think who you are? You're not talking to me. That means you're upset and you are this and that, and I don't want to stay here. That's very disproportional. Somebody is hungry. They need a little break. They need to maybe watch some India-Pakistan, war issue for a few minutes to get off the office work. Give that person a break. Why get angry? So, yeah, I'm just trying to paint this practical problem. This is a practical problem. And many families get broken apart because of this Krodha issue. They don't know what to do. Is that okay, Mahatma Ji?
Hari Bol, Prabhu, Dandavad Pranam. So don't tell me the Mahatma. You are the Mahatma, Prabhu.
No, I'm your servant of the servant.
I am your servant of the servant, Prabhu. So yes, very right. You pointed out. Yes, it is very good. Good point, Prabhu. We need to learn from this that how to pacify our krodha and how to control our krodha. That's correct.
Thank you so much. It's 8 o'clock. I would love all of you to be with your family. Please reduce their krodha. If anybody has any krodha that you're attending program and not serving them hot prasad, please serve each other nice hot chapatis every day and dal and sabjis and sit with them and take prasad together. That's devotional life. That's Krishna service. Thank you so much. Vanchakalpataru yaksha. Patitanam pabnebhyo.
Bhavabhyo, Namaskar.
Chila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
Shri Nrsimha Bhagwan ki jai.
Jai.
Shri Prahlad Maharaj ki jai.
Jai.
Shriman Hiranyakashipu ji ki jai.
Jai.
Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare.
Dhanyavad.